Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to solve a very interesting problem. Problem is efficiently check if a string has all unique characters without using any additional data structure. See, uh, like if we'll be given a string, we need to tell whether are all unique characters or not. So over here if you see, A is repeating twice. So all characters are not unique. A is repeating twice. So hence the output will be false for this. The output will be false for this. So like if we have this test case, like if we have a b c b c d, so in this also output will be false. Why? Because b is repeated twice and c is repeated twice, so all the characters are not unique, right? So if we see, this problem is very simple. If we can use additional space, if we use additional space, like we can use a map and we can store the count of all characters. If for any character the count is more than 1, means there is repetition of characters, hence the string does not have all unique characters. So like you can use a map, and for each character you can store its count. Like b has two b there are two b's, so the count for b will be 2. So this approach will require additional space, but in the question we are given that we cannot use any additional data structure, hence we cannot use any additional space, right? So now we need to think of something else. So let's take this test case only. So just pause the video and think that if you are not given any if you cannot use any additional data structure, what you will think then. See, we have to check whether there are two similar characters or not, right? We need to check whether there are similar characters or not. How can we check? Like, why we were using map? We were using map because we know that if a is there and we will traverse the entire string, the other a will we will find and we will store the count in map. But if we do not use map, then once we will go through this a, and when we will move forward we will come to this a, but we are not storing anywhere that yes, we have earlier encountered a. We are not storing that. What if these two a's were together? If these two a's were together, then I can easily know that yeah, there are similar characters. I can compare the adjacent one and I can see if they are equal. If they are same, means the string has not unique characters. So what we can do is we can sort this. We can sort this string. If we do sorting in ascending order or anything, ascending or descending, doesn't matter. If you sort it, then like this, these a's will come together. The string will become a b c e. Then simply what you can do, you can compare the adjacent characters, and if the adjacent characters are same, then it means the string does not have all unique characters, hence you can return false. If the adjacent, like if arr of I, let's say this is I index, if arr of I is equal to arr of I plus 1, then uh, we then there are two characters which are same, hence the string does not have all unique characters. So you can return false if this is the case, if this is true, right? So this is one approach. So now this is not using any additional data structure. We are not using any additional data structure. So space complexity will be O of 1 constant, but the time complexity will become, since we are sorting, so we know sorting time complexity is O of n log n, right? So this approach will the interviewer or will say that optimize the approach. So when the interviewer will say optimize, means the interviewer wants us to do it in O of n time, right? He wants us to do in O of n time. So this approach we cannot use. Let's think of something else. So let me erase this, right? So a b c e a, this was the string. Now see, now we cannot use any additional data structure, we cannot sort. So there we should think something, we should think something how we can, how we can know that there are two ways. We cannot use a map, we cannot sort them, right? So see, there is no other way. If you think of different ways, what possibilities, what all things you can like do in this problem. You cannot use an extra data structure, you cannot sort. So when, what then else comes into mind, just pause the video and think what else you can. When you have a string and you cannot use any additional data structure, you cannot sort it, what is one last possibility you can do? See, these are characters, right? String has characters and characters has some sky value. They have some sky value, which sky value can be used to identify a character. You can say identify a character, because every character has its own sky value. For example, small a has a sky value 97. Similarly, b will have 98. Then c will have 99, right? d will have 100, sorry, 100, 100, and e will have 101, right? So on. So since we cannot use any extra like additional data structure, we cannot sort, so the last possible thing which we can think of is using sky values, right? Let's see how we can use the sky values. So let's, let me erase this. So just try the video, just stop the video and try to think how you can use the sky values. See, now these, we need to store somehow, we need to know somehow that a is repeating twice, right? A is repeating twice. So we know that we can have 32-bit number, we have 32-bit, right? We can represent numbers 32-bit. So if you have 97, right, and see, you have there are 32 bits, there are 32 bits all in all, and there are 26 characters, 26 alphabets are there, so there are 26 characters. Can we do something that each character, like each character will be represented by one bit, will be represented by one bit in the 32-bit number. See, let's see how. So what we can do is, we have 97, a is a sky value, 97 is the like s of i a sky value 97, minus you can subtract a's sky value from it. So 97 minus 97, this will be 0, this will be 0. Hence this 0th bit, 0 1 2, this will be up till 31. So this 0th bit, this 0th bit will represent our a character, right? Means this number, this whole numbers 0 0 0 0 0 0, all these will be 0. These 30 these 31, all these will be 31 places will be 0, and this, in order to represent this a, this will be 1 over here, this bit, 0th bit. Why 0th bit? Because 97 minus 97, it's 0. So this will be our a character. Similarly, let's see for b. So for b, s of I, b's sky is 98, uh, b's sky is 98 minus a 97. So this will come out to be 1. So 1 bit, this first bit, uh, so this will be 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 up till 30. 30 bits will be 0, and then at this one position here it will be 1, and then this will also be 0, because only this one first index bit, this one will only be 1, right, to represent b. Similarly, to represent c, one what will be there, let's see for C also quickly. So for C, it will be 99. C's sky value is 99 minus 97, which is 2. So 0 0 0 0 0 up till 0. These will be 29 zeros, 29 zeros, and then 1, and then 0 0. So what I'm trying to say, that we are using 26 bits of this 32 bit number. We are using 26 bits because there are 26 alphabets, 26 bits to store every, to represent every character. If 1 is here, then it means it's A. If 1 is here, it means it's B. If 1 is here, it means it's C. Like similarly, if 1 is here, it means D, and so on. Right? Now we can easily find out whether there are duplicate characters or not. So let's see how we can do that. So I hope you're getting what we are trying to do here. We are using sky values, and why we are subtracting, because we want to make it to come in range of 0 to 26, because right now they are 97, 98. We cannot store these in 32 bit, right? So that's why we are making it in the range of 0 to 26. So that's why we are subtracting with A's sky value, this one. So now, before moving forward, I want to we should first discuss what is left shift and right shift. So if, in case, let's see, see, if x, this is your left shift, this is your left shift when arrows are in like left, pointing left. So this is left shift, and this is right shift. Right shift, right shift is x, this one, when arrows are like pointing to right. So what this means? This means that we are multiplying x with 2 raised to power y. X is being multiplied with 2 raised to power y. And similarly over here, it means that x is dividing, we are dividing x by 2 raised to power y. So over here it's multiplication, over here it's division. Right? Left shift and right shift. So now we will be using left shift or right shift. Any one we will be using to make our this binary number for each character. So for example, if s of I, if s of I is A, I want to make its binary number. How I will do? Initially, let's take checker. Let's take checker as binary. So it will be a, like, initialize it to 0. 0 means its binary representation will be all zeros, obviously 32 bit. So there will be 32 zeros or 32 zeros. So this is 0. Now I have to make binary representation of A. How we just understood how we have to make it, right? What we will do, we will subtract A's sky value from A's sky value. So A is 97, and obviously A is 97, so this will be 0. This will be 0, but this will be 0th index in this 32 bit number, means 0th place will be 1. So how we will get that? How we will get this kind of number, like 1 here? These will be all 31 zeros, 31 zeros. How we will get this kind of number? We will get this by using left shift. How? See, we have to get this. So if I do something like this, this is what, like, this is simply 1. If 1 is here only, this, if you calculate its decimal value, this will be 1 only, na? So if you do something like this, 1 left shift, left shift, val, let's say this thing which comes is val, right? So this 1 left shift val. So what this will give us? Over here 1 left shift we are doing, val is 0. So this will, what this means, when we are doing left shift, it means x is multiplying, x is 1, 1 here we are multiplying by 2 raised to power y, 2 raised to power y is 0. So this becomes 1 into 1, which is 1. Hence we got See, we got it 1, right? So let's what we will do is, once we calculated this, now this thing, this will be the binary representation, binary, you can say decimal, let's, you can say this as, this is a decimal version, decimal conversion of your binary number for that a letter. So after that, what you need to do, you need to do checker, and checker, you have to and this number which you get, that is one left shift val with checker. Now you will be thinking, why we are doing this, why we are doing and? Because in and what happens, if 0 is there, then 0 will come. If 0 1 0 1 0 0 and 1 1, you will get 1. Means if in if suppose checker is initially 0 0, see, checker is initially 0 0, all zeros, and this and which we are getting, this this we are getting, and this is coming 1, means it will be something like 0 0 0 0, and last we will have 1, right? So when you will do and of these, what you will get, you will get 0. Means there was no common position, there was common no common position where there were both ones, where both ones were there, both ones were there. Because if there was a common position, like let's say if here was 1 and here also was 1, then these 1 1, when we will do and, it will make 1. So this will not come as 0, this will be some number, right? And if it comes out to be some number, means there was already occupied, like this position was already occupied, means this character we already got, but then we again got that, so means there is duplicate. So you'll understand, let's do further. So over here in this case, this will come out to be 0. Hence if it's 0, then it's not repetitive, right? So what we will do is, now we will update our checker. So our checker will have to store our this num this that a we have already got. Means checker was initially all 0, but now we have to maintain that, we have to maintain is in this checker, that this position, that a position, a we already encountered, so this has to be 1 now. So what we will do, we will OR these two. Now we will do checker is equal to checker or this 1 left shift val, means just this checker value when you will do OR. So since here it's 1 and this is 0, or what, or does that, if there is 0 and 1, so it will make it 1. So this checker will now be updated to this 0 0 0 0 0, and at last here it will come 1, and over here, and these are 31 zeros, right? So checker is updated. Right, now see, I hope you are getting what we are doing. So let me explain what we did. So what we are doing basically is that we are calculating, we are just checking if we have taken initially checker as 0, means there is 32-bit number which is which it and it is 0, means all are zeros. So if checker and our 1 left shift val, if this gives 0, if this gives 0, if this gives 0, right, means if this is not 0, if this is not 0, like means we there is some same number, this is also the same numbers binary, and checker already has encountered previous this, so then just return false, because the character is again repeating. Otherwise what we'll do, we'll update checker. Checker is equal to checker or 1 left shift val. Why we are updating it? Because now this character, this is a binary, just look this as binary representation of character. Why we are updating checker? Because checker now needs to update its the update that this character has been encountered, so in that position 1 will come. Let's move further. Let's quickly move further. So for b what will happen? One, this val will be 0 0 0 0. There will be 30 zeros, and then 1 will come here and 0. So this will be b, and we will check, and we'll do and of checker with this. So checker was updated checker was this one, where the at end there was 1, means a is already a we all encountered. So that is telling us that a is already encountered. So 1 here. So if you do if you do and, there will be no common one. 1 is here, but here it's 0, and here it's 1, but here in the second place it's 0. So for this 0 will come, means there is no same character. So we'll update checker. So checker will now become, we'll do or of this and this, so that this one comes here. So this will become, checker will become 0 0 0 0, 30 zeros, and here it's 1, and here also 1. So this will be after or, doing or. So now we'll go for C. Similarly for C, checker after C's operation, checker will become 0 0 0 0 and 1 here, like this, right? Then we'll go for E. For E also, checker will update and it will become 0 0 0 0 0, and at fifth over here it will be 1 0 1 1 1. This will be for D, right? This is for E. Now let's now see. Now in our string, where is it? Yeah, A is here, A. So we'll again encounter A. Now how we'll deal with it? Now we will know that how this is working. See, so A's binary representation will be 0 0 0 0 0 at end 1. So there will be 31 zeros, and at last it will be 1. This is A's representation, right? So we will do AND of this with checker. So checker is this. When you will do AND, there is 1 in the same position. See, checker is telling that A has already been encountered, and you are again getting A. So when you will do AND of this, you will not get 0 in, obviously. You will get this. You will get 1, because this and this will make it 1. 1 and 1 will be 1. So now you are not getting 0, means there was duplicate character, hence this over here you will return false. You return false. So this was the whole motive of this approach. So we are storing each character as binary, and we are just following the steps. So these were steps where I have written. So yeah, these are the steps. Checker and this binary representation of character. If it's not 0, then you have to return false. Otherwise, if it's 0, means checker you have to update. So let's see the code quickly. I hope you understood the approach. If you understood the approach, code is simple. See, this is checker taken as initially 0. We are traversing the string. For each character, we are calculating this val. If checker and the binary representation, this is the binary representation of character. If they are giving more than 0, obviously you can either write not equal to 0, or you can write more than 0. If it's giving more than 0, means duplicate characters. See, at same position we are getting 1, so return false. Otherwise do or, right? So, and at last, obviously, if you have completed the loop, just return true. And for this, obviously, time complexity is O of n and space is O of 1. So I hope you understood it. It's very important concept, and I really like this question. If you also learned something from it, please like, please share my channel, and please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.